Just arrived in the queue in Wards in Ilkeston. Right then, my little bunch of rapscallions. I'm in a man today, a 21 plate man. Wow, I've not been in one of these. I know the man as the trucks, I haven't been in one of this fresh for ages. Anyway, I got in this morning. I thought, right, okay. First of all, where's the handbrake? Where is this the handbrake? Doesn't make a noise. It doesn't feel like a handbrake. I mean, it's not here. Do you remember when they first started, the handbrakes were here with the tipping gear? Yeah, and then they arrived here, didn't they? We had the handbrakes came here once, the automatic boxes. And talk about automatic, where the hell is the gear selection? Where the hell is the gear selection? Do you remember they used to be here, didn't they? They used to have a little arm like a Merc or a little Volvo or something. Remember them? Even these had a handbrake here, and the man, you always used to have a little switch, isn't it? Used to go from drive to a rabbit and then to a hare, wasn't it? It used to be here, and then the DAFs came and they put it here. They arrived here, didn't it? Well, where am I? It's an automatic. It hasn't got a clutch. So if the gear selector isn't here, and it's not here, there's not a button on the dash here. Remember, this is all in the dark, so I think come over here. Here we are. This is the gear now. The forward and the back, the switch. I was trying to remember. I know Scania put it there. And I think Volvo now put it there, but who first put it there? Was it the Renault? Who remembers the Renault Premium? I know it's been there a long time on the Scanias, the switch inside here. But who first thought of putting the gears on the stalk here? It was a Renault Premium, I think. They all used to sit here, didn't they? They all used to sit on here, the Merc, so... Who remembers the first truck where the gear selector was here? So that's the gear selector, okay. So now where's the brake? Is this the brake? It's a very funny looking brake. I put it in forward gear, it moved. I put it in backwards gear, it moved. I thought, okay. It was working. I thought I'd found the handbrake, or I thought to myself, well, it's fully automatic. It won't go. These modern trucks won't do anything they don't want to do, because, the handbrake usually up here. The gear levers, the gear is usually up here around there. So where the hell is the handbrake? Where on earth? It's been that long since I've been in a fresh man. Anyway, and I'm sitting here, I'm scratching my head, and I'm thinking, where the hell? Anyway, the thing is, when you're trying to get out the yard and you're in a truck you've not driven before, all you want to do is, does the thing go forwards and does the thing go backwards and does it stop? Then you can figure it out, can't you? So I thought, well, I've got it to move, I've got it to stop. It'll be all right. We'll find it on its way. That can't be the gear, the brake lever. Can't be the brake lever. Anyway, it seemed to do the trick. And then all of a sudden, I sort of saw something. You see here behind the steering wheel. I saw something that's well hidden behind the steering wheel. What the hell is that? Oh, look. There's the brake there. The brake is there, you idiot. But as I was looking, you see how the handbrake is hidden behind the steering wheel. You can't see a damn thing, and you're not really looking for it up there. You're sort of looking for it here, aren't you? So I knew the gears go here, and I knew the wipers and all that. So generally that's following other trucks. But the little handbrake was hiding behind there. Wow, what What a place to put it. What a place to put it. So I found the forwards and backwards and the start and the stop, and basically that's all you want to know, don't you? You want to get in it and get down the road. Yeah. So anyway, and today it's a bit odd. First time today. Look, can you see? Here I am. I mean, this is, to be honest, it's the best one although it's a distraction. Do you know, you're supposed to go mirror, signal, maneuver, and this is such a distraction as you're driving along. You go, look at me, put the signal on, oh shit, there's something there. you automatically tend to get there. So it is quite a distraction, but the good thing is, when you put your right indicator on, it looks down the right side. Can you see? And then when you put your left indicator on, it looks down the left side. So that I much approve of. I do. And you know, I'm a YouTuber. I'm always filming somebody, so I can't really complain when somebody else is filming me. But the funny thing is, there's a delay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my hand, hold on, I'm going to get my hand up here and I'm going to tap. That's what you're going to hear, tap, right? So let's have a look at this, let's get real close. Right, my hand is above. You see the delay? Watch, my hand is up, my hand is up, and my hand is quite high. Ready? The delay, right, ready? I'm going to touch. There's a delay in the film. That's very funny to watch. Hand up, hand up. Can you see? Can you see and hear the delay? So I'm driving along. I'm not really watching in front or around me or what everyone's doing. I'm just messing with this. I'm thinking, right, ready? Hand up, hand up. Can you see my hand? Right, hand up. So if you saw me today going up the motorway doing this, you know why now, don't you? Because I was looking. Ready? Hand up, hand up. Can you see my hand up here now? Can you see my hand up? Right, ready? Oh, further is right. Ready? Hand up. Look, we're in a different scrapyard today. You see this? They're shredding that one. Did you see that car body shell that they've just thrown in there? They're shredding it. Let's see if we can get closer. You can see the material coming out the bottom. Look, it's shredding it. He's put like a sort of a semi-squash car in there, and now he's shredding it. But this other conveyor, that building there is the one with the hammers in it, and they hammer it and separate the material. Let's see if we can catch him again doing that. So they've it's been a long time since I've been here, but this, remember that conveyor belt that was in front of us? This is that building, that complex. Let me see, there's the end of the shredder. So, you know, where they put the car in, it comes out that way, shredded, and then it goes up the conveyor. I think they call it frag, you know, but this is that building that you know, hammers it to pieces and then identifies what it is, you know what I mean? Very clever equipment in there that this is a bit of plastic, this is a bit of steel, this is a bit of this is a bit of that, and basically just shreds it and you know, turns it into its parts. You know, this is plastic, this is, you know, it's very, very clever how they and the volumes, wow, the volumes they can handle. Yeah, so we've come through the weighbridge, we've come in now, we've got to wait here again. We're in another queue. But we're booked in, so everybody knows what we've got to do now. So we just got to wait to queue to go under the inverters, which are over there. And we've been here many moons ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I think. You know how things change, you know things improve, and right, we're doing it this way now. It looks a lot cleaner and a lot tidier sort of a place now. Got to put this in my windscreen, look. Back in time, 9 o'clock. Yeah, well, that ain't gonna happen. It's 10:30 already. Does that mean outbound? Does it? We're putting frag in it. Frag. And I think the reason there's a big delay is because the inspector man is here. So we were either waiting for the inspector man, we were all booked in at 9. We're waiting for the inspector man to arrive, I think. That's what the delay was. So yeah, it's got to be inspected. So of course they go a bit slower, don't they? So we've got an inspector on today, and what he works for the other side. Just make sure that they put in what they said they're going to put in. Make sure that there's nothing different or that sort of a thing. You know what I mean? So sometimes there isn't an inspector available, or the load's not due an inspection. But yeah, today the reason the delay is inspector. Yeah, we've got an inspector. And sometimes you get the customs people, rather than having to empty it and then check it, they'll send an inspector on site, and the customs inspector will see the goods going in and do whatever he's got to do, check the paperwork, look at the goods, and then he'll put a customs seal on it, and then they know then when it's going abroad or wherever it's going, it's got the customs man has checked it as it's gone in there. Here's the thing now, we're in neutral. You put it in gear, look. It's quite meaty going in gear. And then you pull this, so drive and reverse, basically, that's what you've got. And then you push this thing sideways and put it in neutral. So let's drive. And then we'll put it in neutral. So we're in neutral, just push that a little bit. The problem you've got with the handbrake, look how much play there is. If you're in a rush, that's the handbrake, and that is holding it. That is holding it, but it's not on. Not on. What you have to do is, listen, go a little further. Now it's on, and now the light's on. But because it's there, it's out of sight. You're jumping in and out. Oh, just hook this trailer up here. Just grab this trailer, swap this trailer. It's not. Do you see how the handbrake hides behind the damn steering wheel? It's not the best of places. I mean, the Volvos have got it here, and all you can see is a light. You can't physically, if that light was a bit dirty or filthy or wasn't really working, you don't really know that's on or off. Whereas when the Scanias and the road trains had their handbrakes here, you knew damn well whether the handbrake was on or off because you saw it. And if you didn't put it on properly, it used to click forward and you could see it wasn't on. So you can't sort of do this and get away with it. That's the thing now with these. I'm not mad keen on these newer handbrakes. I'd rather a manual lever that if it's not on properly, it flies back. So the road trains used to have them, and then fair play, the Scanias have still got them now. You can hold it and you can click it in place, and as you've released it, you can see that it's working. So I'm not a great fan of these new electronic handbrakes. No, not particularly. But I mean, overall, these Mans are they're lovely and quiet, you know, lovely and quiet. And you see the dash and the plastics and the design. It's almost like driving an Audi or a BMW. They're except it's a workhouse and there's filth everywhere. Not guilty, I've only had this one today. But isn't this fantastic? And do you see the gap has come on the mirrors? Hold on. Oh, where were we? Yeah, they're every bit as good as like an Audi or a BM or something like that. and we were on about the gap in the mirrors. Do you remember the older Mans? You had the window post and then you had the mirror, and you didn't have that gap. They've put the gap in now, so it's a lot safer coming out of blind junctions. Yeah. So now we're in front of the queue. We're in front of the second queue. So we've waited in the first queue. We're in front of the second queue. Where we want to be is, do you see there? There's two just gone in front of me. He's filling the box over there. So we want to be around there in a minute, under the inverter. But meanwhile, we're in front of the second queue, waiting to be called forward to go onto the inverters. They run two at a time here, so you run side by side. What's he doing there exactly? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. He must be doing something else, different material, I'd say. Yeah. So I think this is the sort of material we're picking up today. Frag. Apparently it comes through the machine glowing red. This material does this. It's any bit of metal that they've discovered or the machine has picked out or whatever, all sorts of metal. It gets broken into sort of small chunks and then comes out. The speed, the volumes they can get done is unbelievable in these big plants, you know, what they can sort out at such high speed, the amount. Amazing. So we've moved forward now, look. They've took the box off me, they're about to turn it up, invert it, and this man's waiting to get his box back, and there's a man on the bridge over there waiting, and there's a man over here, and there's trucks everywhere. So here I am. I've weighed off, I've made sure the load's secure, I'm ready to go, but we need an inspector, so I'm just waiting for an inspector now to give me the okay. Wow, look at that, look at the volume of the stuff going up into that conveyor belt to be sorted. So is he the same guy as did before, waiting there? Poor guy been waiting there all this time, waiting to get loaded. Now this man's going to back under the box. Well, going back underneath the inverter. Going to back under the box, look. And we're going to put the box on him. See the one behind me, they've took mine up, they've already took mine up and they're loading it. So they get as much as they can into it. go underneath. Try and rock it over the bump. So they're good here, they stretch it. It's going to stretch them now. So, stretch them ready. And right here. Okay. Now go back under. So, go into the middle of the trailer. Now look, a bit more. Yes, there's a bit of a dip. There's a toxic going there, aren't they? And now they're going to put these box on. Got it. So was this the same guy that was waiting earlier last time we were here? I wonder. So it seems as if this guy over here, he's got a little bit too much on, so they're going to take some off. So just watch how wide this guy has to go to get his truck through, get the trailer through there. He's got to wait for him to get out of the way. Trouble is, in the scrapyard, you're dropping stuff on the floor all the time, aren't you? So there'll be stuff on the floor now that this other guy drops. Can't help it. Got to go really, really wide now. Run over the stuff that's on the floor to get him. Got to get him. Got to get his trailer in. Look. Got to gooseneck his trailer in. Will you make it? Ooh, he might. Keep your eyes on him. Yeah, he'll make it. Yeah. It would be a Friday somewhere. I've got a hole. Where have I got a hole? I've got a hole somewhere. We've got to fix this hole there. We're at the welder. I've come down to see the welding man. Where is the hole? Where did he say? Oh yeah. It's only a tiny hole. Nevertheless, hopefully, won't take him long. So there's one there being done. I've only got a little tiny hole. So let's go and see him. But the first one didn't have a hole. This one's got a hole in. It's Friday, isn't it? It's going home time. It's been ages since I've been needed welding. It's only the smallest of holes. But you know, you don't want it rejected, do you? You don't want to take it back to the train and then reject it.